Yo guys, and welcome back to Anthony's Espresso Equipment. My name is Alexander, and today we are looking at the Profitec 500 with a PID as well. This machine is brand new for us to check out and review. We have had it before, but we haven't had a chance to go into a full deep dive with you guys as to how nice this espresso machine is. You can see it's sleek, it's elegant, and that is what Profitec is known for. They're high quality, semi-professional espresso machines that are sleek, incredibly easy to use, and just deliver an excellent result every single time. As you hear me say with a ton of these machines, it does produce an excellent result. We have joystick functionality, our hot water wand, we've got our steam wand over there, we've got our group head, and then we have our lever for obviously the espresso machine as well. We want to push that down. Right on here, we've got our cups warming up. So we've got our Acme cups, and then we have some dual wall cups we're going to use to make our drinks. We've got the Eureka Minion Zero, which we're going to be using, which is just a single dose grinder from Eureka. Extra accessories. So we have our double portafilter, our single portafilter, our tamper, and then we have the So Good frothing pitcher because we're going to be doing a latte, we're going to be doing a espresso, and then we're going to be doing an Americano as well. So you can kind of see everything and then round out this full in-depth review. So without further ado, let's get right into what makes this machine so incredible. So what makes this machine so incredible? If we just look at it, it looks sleek and elegant, and that is really the main point and selling feature of this, because it is actually one piece of stainless steel, which typically it's not. You usually will see different weld marks and different welding across the machine for other espresso machines, but this is all actually just one solid piece of steel. So you're really going to get and understand that durability long term when it comes to this espresso machine, because it is unlike any other semi-professional machine where it is welded together, and even just simply different panels on the sides of the machines can be welded together, whereas this is all cast together and making it a nice sleek finish and a beautiful design on either side. It looks great, it's elegant, and this is going to be a statement on any single countertop that it's on. So what makes this machine so great is its 2-liter stainless steel boiler in the heart of the machine, coupled with a 1400 watt heating element. What this does is it guarantees a rapid heat up rate and a vigorous steam for every single time that you are frothing milk. And it also delivers, with the joystick functionality, a nice hot water wand, so that when you're doing those Americanos, they are perfect every single time. But this is coupled with the absolutely incredible PID that allows you to regulate and control, and then also ensure that every single shot of espresso is pulled at the exact right temperature that you are looking to extract at. And coupling with the E61 group head, this delivers an excellent shot, an excellent result every single time. Built into this machine is also a heat exchanger, so while you are using that E61 group head to deliver an excellent shot of espresso, you can also steam your milk at the exact same time, or pour your hot water out of the hot water wand right here. This gives you the ability to do everything simultaneously, and then thus delivering an excellent result and doing it all at the exact same time with that heat exchanger. That is what truly separates a lot of these different espresso machines. A heat exchanger is a game changer, and not every single espresso machine is going to have that. So if you are looking for that functionality to be able to steam your milk at the exact same time as you're pulling a shot of espresso, this is going to be one of those machines that does that. You can also check that out on our website. We have a separate menu for heat exchanger models. So if you're looking for that functionality, make sure you check out that on the website. We've kind of talked about a handful of the different features that allow this to separate itself from the group when it comes to semi-professional espresso machines, but The true test is how good is the drink functionality. So in order to show you how good these drinks actually do come out, the latte, the Americano, and then the shot of espresso, we're gonna bring in our expert barista, Julian. He's gonna make a handful of the drinks, and he's also gonna be talking about some of the functionality as he's making the drinks, how easy it is to use. And then from there, we're gonna do a full recap, and we're gonna tell you exactly where you can get this absolutely beautiful machine. And stay tuned, because you never know, we could have some promos on these models as well. So always be checking the website and our Instagram, of course, at Anthony's Espresso. So let's get right into the full in-depth review of making some of these amazing drinks.
Thank you, Alexander. Hi, it's me, Julian. We're going to be making you some drinks off the Profitec 500. So the 3 drinks I'll be making today is a espresso, Americano. I'm going to do a latte, but I'm going to do a latte with a little bit of a twist. We're going to be adding a little bit of vanilla syrup, because the most common question I get is people ask me how do you implement syrup in your drinks. So we're doing that today as well. So let's get to it. So today we'll be using the Rockabar beans with our drinks. So first off, we're going to set our weight. So we're going to do around 19 grams of coffee. Yeah, we have our grinder set. Once it's there, I'm just going to level it out a little bit. Then I'm going to use the distribution tool just to break down any clumps. And we'll start with our espresso. So ideally I want a time of around 25 to 28 seconds of extraction time to get my double shot of espresso. So we have our espresso here. Now the thing with coffee in general is that there's different types of roasting profile that require different types of temperatures. Now the good thing with this machine that does come with a PID system where you're able to control those temperatures. And to access that, what you need to do is just remove your tray from here, and then there is your PID control. So ideally you want to have a lower temperature if you'll be using coffees that are more on the single origin light roast side. A bit of a standard like 94-degree temperature for your medium roasted coffee and your dark roasted coffee. So this helps you really find the temperature that you're looking for the coffee that you're using. So next we're going to be making an Americano. Now there's a few ways you can do an Americano. Some people do your espresso shot first and then the hot water after. Another option is doing the hot water first and then the espresso after. What this changes is that if you're doing the espresso first and adding hot water to it, it does dilute the crema a little bit. You lose a little bit of that texture, but it does remove some of that bitterness depending on the coffee you're using. So if you're using, let's say, something a little bit more on the dark roasted side, doing that option is a good option. If you're using something a little bit more medium roast or light roast, then doing the hot water first and then pulling the shot over yields a better balance in terms of flavor and textures to it. So this one here is going to be more on the medium side, so I'm going to be doing hot water first and then espresso over. Let's begin. So we're going to measure out again our 19 grams, then we're going to grind our coffee. Just pump out, getting excessive grinds left out. Again, use the distribution tool just to break out any grinds, any clumps. Then we tamp. Always want to make sure your elbow's up. Just one straight motion down, not too hard, because you just want enough force to create a seal. Now if you're feeling really gutsy and you really want to test this out, that's when you know you have a good seal on your press. So we're going to add hot water to the cup. Put our cup underneath and let's pull our shot. So here's our Americano. We have our liquor right here, a nice good layer of crema on top, not too thick because we're using a light roast. And like I said before, you know, there's 2 different ways of making it. Some do espresso first and then hot water over it, or hot water then espresso over it. Like I said, it depends on the coffee you're using. If you're using something more medium to a light roast, single origin type coffees, then doing hot water first and espresso on top creates a more balanced flavor to it. You really get those nice sweet notes to it. If you're using something more on the medium dark to dark roast, then pulling your espresso first and putting hot water on top does help balance off that bitterness that a darker roast can have. So really it's up to you what your preference is and what coffee you're using, but these are just 2 ways of making an Americano. So the next drink you're going to be making is a latte. Like I said, we're having a little twist to it. It's going to be a vanilla latte. Now, there's different ways to infuse your drink when making a flavored latte. either you're putting the syrup with the espresso shot or you're pouring the syrup into the milk and steaming it together. I prefer to do it with the milk just because I don't necessarily want to flavor the espresso, I want to flavor the milk. So this way I'm still getting a good balance of both the flavor of your espresso shot, but a little bit extra sweetness from the milk when I add it into the espresso. So let's begin. So we have our milk pitcher here. We have our milk in it. So I'll be using 1883 vanilla syrup. This is one that we sell in-house. We just find that it has a good balance of that vanilla flavor without being overly sweet. So we'll just add a little bit of that to our... So I'm not gonna add too much. I mean, everyone has their preference. I don't like mine too sweet, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that syrup. Give it a little mix, and then we can start prepping our shot. All right, we'll grind our coffee like we did before. So we have our shot ready to go. Like I said, we're going to do our puck or prep. Again, if you want to always make sure if your puck's solid, you can just put it upside down if you're feeling gutsy. So let's pull our shot. All right, so because it's a heat exchange system, I can both pull my shot and steam my milk at the same time. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so what I like about this system here for the Profitec is the joystick knobs that we have for our steam arm. So this way you don't have to focus on turning it on and turning it off. You just flick it up and it stays in place to get to the, so you can just focus on your steaming. We have our milk ready to go.
Ooh.
And there you go. A nice vanilla latte ready for you to enjoy. Cheers.
So we are all done. We made some amazing drinks. We made a vanilla latte, which was a little bit different than what we usually get a chance to do. Last time we did that, we did a mocha, which was fantastic as well. We did a beautiful shot of espresso. And then we also just did a nice, simple Americano to show you how easy it is to use this machine, the consistency you get with the steaming wand, and the consistency that you're getting in that E61 group head for this Profitec 500 as well. If you'd like to get your hands on one of these absolutely gorgeous machines, head on over to our website, anthonysespresso.com, or check it out in either one of our 2 locations in Woodbridge or at Dufferin. If you did enjoy this video, stay tuned for more espresso machine reviews, and make sure to like, subscribe, and have a great day, guys. See you in the next video.